G'day everyone, Prep Aussie here. I hope you're all well in whatever part of the world you're watching this video. Today is Monday, the 2nd of July 2018, and the time here is 10:05 Australian Eastern Standard Time. Well folks, it's been very heartening to get all the responses back and the comments back that I am getting back as regards to prepping, getting ready, your spouses, etc., etc. I don't know whether you just write a comment and you leave it and you don't read any of the other comments. Well, I'd probably suggest that you do, because some of the comments are pretty relevant and you get a lot of information from the comments. Hope you get information from me, but you can get more from the comment section. There's some really good stuff there, It's amazing how motivated people have become. One of the last things that I can talk to you about in regards to prepping is community. And it's a really big issue, because we've all grown up, let's say from the 60s, the days of we're all in this together, everyone used to know their neighbours, they'd share vegetables, etc., etc. Everyone had had chickens and all that sort of stuff. That world does not exist anymore. Although I've noticed that there's a sort of a leaning towards going back to that type of environment. And this is why cities are so shit, because you never get to meet anybody in a city. Not a wholesome person. And I'm not slagging everybody off, but those nitty gritty relationships that you need to build, you can't really build those in a city, because it's based on falsehoods, really. And I'm saying that out of my experiences of living in a city: London, Sydney, Canberra, Adelaide, Perth. And that's one of the reasons, the options we chose to come back to Queensland and live the lifestyle we're living, because we wanted to start meeting real people. We kind of gave up on people, if I've got to be honest, which is the problem with everybody. Everybody's given up on everybody else, which doesn't make the community thing that much easier. It makes it harder. So what needs to be done is people need to, what needs to happen is that people need to speak to other people. And I set this challenge for you guys. Read the comments pages. Put your location, as in state or territory, down so people can try and contact you, because I'm getting emails. And really, there's no point sending me emails as regards to building a community. I tried it once. It worked fantastically in Perth, I've got to be honest. And we used to have meetings regularly. And the reason for that is, I guess, because you are in Perth and people have to make that choice because you're so far from everybody else. Here in southeast Queensland, if I was asked to do it or people organised it, then I would go. I'm not doing it on my own because it's too much work, and personally I think other people need to get motivated. It's not down to me. So if people ask me to do it, then I would do it. Melbourne, for example, all those people in Victoria, and this is for anybody. If you want to put on a show, a community get together, I will do my utmost best to get down there to meet and greet people, and to help forge those bonds that you're going to need in the future, because it needs to happen. Whether you like to believe it or not, it needs to happen. You might be living one street over from a person who thinks they're the most alone person in the world. So you need to give it a go. But like I said, the days of me organising it and all that sort of stuff are over. I haven't got enough time. And like I said, personally I think that other people need to step up and do it. It's as simple as that. If you want me to be a conduit, pass on information as to regards to where that's going to happen, then I am more than happy to do that. More than happy. I'll let everybody know here on the videos exactly where it's going to be, what time, etc., etc. Basically all you got to do is just find a hall somewhere and give everyone 4 weeks notice and meet up once a month after the initial meeting. And you are going to meet some pretty out there people. But I'll tell you this much, since I've been doing all this, I've met some pretty out there people, and they know a lot more than me. The reason they're out there a bit is because maybe they've got lost in the vortex type of thing and think they're the only people out there, so you become a bit insulated after a while, I guess. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Right, I've got some things to show you financially that will make you jump out of your skin. And this is for people who sort of sitting on the fence financially, and it's also so you can actually show other people just what the hell is going on. So I'm going to go to trading economics now. Hang on a sec. Okay, I'm going to do this so you guys can follow me. Okay, I'm going to do it slowly. Trading economics is the number one site that I go to follow stuff. Now, what we're going to do is go to stocks. Click on stocks. It shows you all the places, okay? Now we're going to go to the German stock market, which is the DAX. We're going to click on that. So then the German stock market comes up. Get rid of the ads, we don't need that shit. Okay, now this is the German stock market, how it's performing for this month. So you can see there, June to July. So that's how it's performed this month. It's not performing well, is it? Let's be honest. So let's go back to the 5-year mark on the bottom there. Ooh. You don't have to be Einstein to work out there was some big dips there. So there's been a revival. It's gone up and up and up, and it's now at 12. So it's got a fair way to go down to be in, shit zone sort of thing, but it's on its way down. Look, this is what traditionally happens. Up, down, down, up, down, down. Next one's going to be down here somewhere. Then it'll go up again, then it'll come back down here. That's how this works. So let's go. Let's just pick some of these companies here. Okay, let's just look at some stocks here. Let's go down the list. Let's pick Volkswagen. And let's have a look how their stocks have done over the last couple of years, eh? Now, as you all know, Volkswagen had a big problem with their diesel engines and they lied, etc., etc. So their shares went skyrocketing down. Whew, look at that. The highest price here was $252. They are now trading today at $142. So you would be kind of panicked. This is where they went down to $90 during the diesel engine thingo. Excuse me. So that's pretty low from highs of 200, and that's 5 years ago. So what was it before that? I'm not sure. But my point is, they're a long way from where they were. Okay? So let's pick Deutsche Post. Let's just see how they're going. Get all this crap off. Ooh. This is this year. That's how Deutsche Post is doing this year. Let's go back 5 years and have a look. Oh, geez. So this is, during just after the financial crisis. And as we know, things didn't really start picking up until 2013, 2014, etc. Look at this. That is, let's go there, $19.04. And look, they've gone up to 41 or 41. Now they've dropped down to 27 today. And they're on a decline, a massive decline. Okay. Let's go to, let's see if we can find another bank. Deutsche Bank, Commerce Bank. I showed you Commerce Bank. Let's just go on Lufthansa, shall we? Let's just have a look at Lufthansa. Oh, jeez. Let's go back 5 years, shall we? Oh. Once again, showing that decline again. Okay, let's go on Daimler Dodge. Let's go back 5 years once again. Oh, jeez. Well, look, as you all know, Dodge went broke in 2008 and Obama raised them from the ashes sort of thing. And then Daimler bought them for next to nothing. But, you would be really panicked at the moment because your shares, if you bought at 93, you're now down to 55. 54.91, and they have been as low as 53, and they look like they're on a progressive downturn. So let's do something crazy. Let's go back to the stocks, the main stocks, and let's just pick, I don't know, let's go to the French stock exchange. Okay, this is the French stock exchange, how it's doing in the last month. Same as the one I showed you from Deutsche Bank. Down, continually going down. And this is how it's looking in the last 5 years. So those sawtooths, they call them, would look exactly the same as the Deutsche Bank one, although I think the Deutsche Bank one was a lot lower. So let's pick some of their banks, shall we? BNP Paribas. Let's go to that one. Oh, sweet Lord. Jesus. Let's go to the 5 year and see how they've been doing. Not so good. So you can see the same scenario, folks, down. So let's go to another bank in Germany, Credit Agricole. Oh, jeez. I'm reading these for the first time, same as you folks, so I'm a bit shocked. Jesus. Okay, let's go to the 5 year. Oh, same big sawtooth. God knows what their share price was, the lowest in 2008. It's 9, 10, 11, because it only started going up then. So it'd be interesting to find out. But even now, their stocks are tanking at, they went up to 15. They're down past 11. They have been in the last year down as low as $7. So they're heading south again. Okay, let's just have one last look at one bank. And then I'm going to show you something that will make you flip out. It's just Soc Generale, Society Generale. Oh, jeez. Their stocks are tanking as well. 5 year. Poor. So, can you see a pattern forming here? Look, every single year, every one I've shown you, in 2016, something happened where the stocks just went through the roof all of a sudden. And the reason for that was a massive influx of money into the system by the ECB bank, American banks, Chinese banks, Japanese banks. But that money's now run out. But let's just do something crazy here. Let's just go to sorry, hang on a sec. Okay, folks, let's just go to this button here at the bottom of the stocks on the right hand side. Click more. And then all the countries in the world come up down the right hand page. Okay, let's go down the right hand side here and you can see all the world's stock markets. Let's go to Athens General. Yep. Let's get rid of these ads because they take up a lot of space. Now, you all remember that the Greeks had a massive buyout by the Eurozone because they collapsed, their economy collapsed. Now, let's go down to Alpha Bank. Let's just pick on Alpha Bank, or click on Alpha Bank, not picking on them. Let's just see how they're doing. Oh, not too good. Let's go on the 5 year. Oh, no problems there, is there? And as you can see, even though they've got all the money in the world thrown at them, they still have not. They're basically junk. They even went negative at one stage. So this bank is actually a defunct bank. It's only existing in name. It's completely bankrupted. Okay, let's go to the National Bank of Greece. Oh, geez, negative territory, folks. Oh, sweet Lord, look at that. They're actually trading negatively at the moment. This is the National Bank of Greece. So it's actually completely broke. It's working in negative territory. 0.3. Jeez, I didn't even realise it was that bad. Okay. Now let's just pop over here to Dow Jones and we'll click on the Dow Jones. See, even the Dow Jones is down this month. Let's have a look at the last 5 years. Whoa. Space Shuttle Challenger for takeoff. Like, it's just taken off, hasn't it? But now it's starting to correct. Okay, so let's go to JP Morgan Chase, for example. Let's go on them. Oh, let's go on there 5 year. Oh, 5 year. Let's go on all. Oh, let's go on 5 years. Oh, it's going up by miles. Look how fast it's going up. Okay, let's go on Wells Fargo. Whoa. Let's go on the 5 year, Wells Fargo. Oh, going down. Steep dive down at the moment. Let's go back. Let's go to MTB, M&T Bank. I've never heard of them. Let's go on that. Let's go on there 5 year. You see a trend happening here, folks? Let's go on there all. Oh, jeez. Bloody hell. Let's go back and let's just go on Goldman Sachs, shall we? Just for fun. Oh, big dive down. Jeez. Let's go on there 5 year. Let's go on there all. Do you see a pattern emerging here, folks? Okay. Well, look, you're probably wondering, why is Prep showing me all this? Well, what I'm trying to show you so that you can show others is the world. We're living in a world of illusions. It's all smoke and mirrors and glass. You know, you step into that mirror, you're a fat person. You step in this one, you're skinny. Step into that one, you're a big wobble board. You know, there is no getting out of this, folks. Absolutely none. The money has again dried up. That's why all these things are going down. So unless they do something magical in the next couple of weeks, and I mean in the next couple of weeks, then this is going to end very, very badly for someone. And by the way, Deutsche Bank went down to $8.90 a share the other day, but they didn't report it. Now, I just showed you most of the banks around the world, and didn't you think it was weird that the only banks that weren't showing truly, truly poor results was America? And the reason for that is this: they're just throwing money at these banks like you would not believe to keep everything going. Because they stupidly believe that if they keep throwing money at the banks, they'll eventually turn the corner as regards to debt. But I've already shown you that they can't, because the GDP of all these countries cannot compete. It's not impossible. America's GDP to percentage is 105, going to 106. Japan's is 260 now. And I told you, anything over 50 is classed as being bad. Australia's is nearly at 50. So, look, we are, in the world at the moment, in a world of pain. But you don't know that, and people you know haven't got a clue. Don't even care. So, show people this video and let them see for themselves exactly how good the world is doing at the moment. We'll leave it there. We'll do the prayers. Verse of the day, folks. For the grace given me, I say to every one of you, do not think of yourselves more highly than you ought, but rather think of yourselves with sober judgment, in accordance with the faith God has distributed to each of you. I'll read it again. It's actually quite good. For by the grace given me, I say to every one of you, do not think of yourselves more highly than you ought, but rather think of yourselves with sober judgment, in accordance with the faith God has distributed to each of you. Very good. Okay, folks, the Lord's Prayer. Say it with me, because it does make a difference. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory for ever and ever. Amen. Right, folks, I'll leave it there. If everyone could tell me how the sound is today, because the Mercurial Simon has helped me out with the microphone, and we've adjusted the volume and everything. My sound should sound a lot better, actually. It's now digitized, etc. And I've actually got a professional speaker that my kids bought me. So we're slowly getting there, folks. Scary. Anyway, God bless. Prep out.